Okay, well, I'm Bob Witch, and I'm at Mel's Cosmic Cafe. I've got my Supernatural TV show hat on, and anybody that knows me knows that I've actually been on the TV show Supernatural. I was the hotel clerk at the spooky old hotel where the brothers showed up and oh, damn it. Why does somebody call me right in the middle of me doing a video? My goodness. Who is it? Hold on. I gotta come back. Okay, I'm back. Now, the question is if you're a witchy kind of person, what services do I offer? Um, I deal with hexes and curses. I'm an expert at dealing with hexes and curses. So if you have items that you think are hexed or cursed, or if you think that you personally are hexed or cursed, you can pay me to do some magic on them. And my guarantee is if you're not satisfied, I'll give you your money back. But only if it's like it's just that, if I do the work and I remove a hex, but then you get a new hex and you say, well, it's the same hex. No, it's not going to be like I'm going to give you your money back because, if you want protection spells against all future hexes, that's a very difficult one to do because, you got to figure out that, there's trillions of galaxies and within each galaxy there's billions of stars. So, if I got to deal with all these beings on all other worlds and mirror worlds, mirror universes, multiverses, that's a heck of a lot of potential witches that might be sending you a hex or a curse. And for me to come up with a generalized protection spell that's going to work on them all, it's going to cost you a lot of money. Now, as far as doing pro bono work, yes, I do pro bono work, which means that if you can't afford to pay me in money, I might take your case, or you might look at a barter thing. So if you don't have money, but you make nice sandwiches and you make me a nice sandwich or something, or chocolate brownies, various things, herbal teas, maybe you make candles. I don't know what you do, but if you're looking to barter, now, do you want a certificate of authenticity that says, that I have done the work? I could make a video of me doing the work or something if you want like proof that I've done it. I know because people always think, witches are like snake oil salesmen. No, no. I've been on the TV show Supernatural. Now, maybe you just think that's acting or something. But the universe put me on that TV show. So the universe thinks there's something to me. Now, what else can I tell you? So other than dealing with hexes and curses, general things, maybe you think that you want love potions or something. Um, hmm. Love potions are tricky because if you want to use them on a specific person, voodoo is another one. Basically, you just have to give me what you're proposing, and I'll look at it and see whether, first of all, if I'm going to want, like $1,000, or I want you to take me to um, somewhere. Um, Maybe you would like, I don't know, you just have to give me your proposal and what you're willing to pay for it. As Rumpelstiltskin on Once Upon a Time says, there's no magic without a price. So, and as far as my pro bono work, well, it's generally for, mm, I'm not going to tell you. No, I'm just not going to tell you. But I do lots of things pro bono, and what else? Well, just send me what you need done. Like if you've been to all the regular people and nothing's worked, and you need to see a witch. Well, just hello. I'm Bob the Witch. You can contact me any which way you like. Which witch is which? Now, I've talked before in a previous video a long time ago about Mel's Cafe. Now, Mel's Cafe is known as a cosmic cafe, and it means that it is, it's got the front door that the customers walk in, but that front door is not just a door, it's a portal. So people from different elemental kingdoms can walk through there into the cafe. So you're going to meet people in there who might not actually be from, well, they just might be from a different realm. So I'm not saying Mel's is the only cosmic cafe. In Vancouver, there's Sophie's Cosmic Cafe, and that's in Kitsilano. Other famous cosmic cafes, the old Absinthe House in New Orleans in the French Quarter. The original Starbucks in Seattle down close, well, it's Pikes Peak or Pikes Park. What do they call that? Pikes Blend. Anyway, if you can find the original Starbucks in Seattle, that is a cosmic cafe. In Berlin, let's see. Well, I was thinking there's a Starbucks across from the building that's called the Catwalk, and I don't think the Starbucks there is a cosmic cafe, but if you go to Berlin, I know there are cosmic cafes there. Pretty much every town, city, village, or even like a crossroad that's got like a gas station has got the ability to be a cosmic cafe. Basically, you just have to put yourself in the mindset that I am open to walking through a portal into a cosmic cafe. And follow your intuition to see where it brings you. When you walk through the door, pay extra special attention as you walk through the door into the cafe. See where your eyes go. Look at the people that are in there. Just see what you see. And can you go into cafes that are not cosmic? Oh, yes. I mean, it's your mindset that turns that doorway into a portal. You have to be of the mindset that I am, I'm actively intending to go to a cosmic cafe. Now, what happens at a cosmic cafe? As I said, it's the door is a portal into a place where people from other realms can congregate. Who's going to be there? Who's not going to be there? Have fun with it. Why did I whistle? It's because you have to get creative with it. You know, like if you just go in there and it's like, you have to have a twinkle in your eye when you go into a cosmic cafe. You've got to be magical. If you go in there and you don't have a twinkle in your eye, how is it going to be cosmic? You got to go in with the energy of being a cosmic person. Twinkle in your eye, a spring in your step. When you go there, dress up before you go. Put on some unusual clothing, some unusual jewelry, rings. Put a flower in your hair. Wear some oddball shoes. Wear some weird socks. Put a hanky in your kerchief. Wear some odd perfume. Anything, but don't just go in there, wearing Gap clothing and expect it to be cosmic. I mean, part of the magic of it all is you've got to bring your own cosmic magic with you. Get it? I'm Bob Witch. Okay, so everyone knows that you can do, well, it's that Abramovic woman ruined it for everyone when she was like using the word spirit cooking. And then everyone thought that she was cooking up babies or something for their adrenochrome. But, I mean, it's just too bad that you get one, and then everyone else can't do spirit cooking. So, I mean, if you're going to cook chocolate brownies, don't just make plain old chocolate brownies, Go into your herb garden and see if there's some periwinkle flowers that you want to go and use in your cooking. If you... I don't know, I would use real butter rather than margarine when cooking. But there's also a time and a place where you have to substitute. So, I mean, for example, if you don't have cooking oil and you want to make something, you can substitute applesauce for cooking oil. I mean, if the recipe is Italian, you could change it into Thai by removing the Italian spices and adding some coconut to it. You just have to be creative with your cooking. But for goodness sake, like I've got so many cookbooks, what do we got here? Like this is like Better Homes and Gardens from 1937. Let's see what we've got in the cookbook here. It was new in 1937. Let's see what I can get. Okay, so this one is... it's a spinning ham rotisserie vegetables, and it's barbecued ribs, kebabs, and whirly-bird chicken. Now, whirly-bird chicken to me sounds very good. You use ready-to-cook fryers, and you put them on a spit. It sounds wonderful. Whirly-bird chickens. I like whirly-bird things. So... just, and if you don't have cookbooks, go to your thrift store. Now, someone said you got to be careful at thrift stores because sometimes things can be cursed and hexed, and you can bring home the cursed and hexed. But it could also be that there's things there that are beautifully blessed and they're perfect for you. How are you going to know? You got to experiment. Anyways, if you do find out, oops, I got a hexed curse thing, contact me, Bob Witch, and all magic comes with a price. If you want to get rid of a curse thing, well, it's going to cost you something. Anyways, I specialize in these kinds of things. If you want a blessing, I can do blessings. I'm kind of what's known as a hedge witch. One time, I was very drunk, and I had my bike, and there was a hedge, and it was a shortcut. I could go way, way down to the end of the hedge and go around it, or go through the little gap in the hedge. So I went through, and when I went through, there were people in the hedge. They wanted me to hang out, but I was on a mission to get home to my bed because I was just too drunk and sleepy tired. But anyway, there are beings that live in hedges, believe it or not. And what I went through was a bit of a portal. I portaled into the hedge where the beings of the hedge were, and then I portaled out the other side, and I was back onto a city street where I got on my bicycle and pedaled home. Now, it's not true that all witches drive cars, but you'll remember that the Mrs. Gulch, who was the witch in Kansas that Dorothy didn't like because she took her dog Toto, Mrs. Gulch rode a bicycle, not a broom. She didn't ride a broom until Dorothy was taken by the tornado to the land of the Munchkineers. But, if you don't see witches flying around in brooms in your neighborhood, but you see people riding bicycles, maybe a green Schwinn with a basket in the front, and use your imagination, try and figure out who's a regular person biking and who's a witch that, in your way of seeing is riding a bike, but in her way of going, she's riding a broom. It's just because, in regular earth plane, you don't normally see people riding around on brooms. You don't see Harry Potter, for example, riding around in a broom. But you see people on bicycles. You see people on skateboards. You have to use your imagination. Now, you imagine that in the world that you're trained to see, everything is just human. But if you imagine that there was a magical world overlaid over top of your world, and there are many things that look, normal to a human, if you use your imagination, you could imagine whatever you want to imagine. And is it correct? I'm going to tell you, if you're a beginner witch, go get some witchy things. So, there's usually like a mystical garden kind of store in everyone's town or neighboring town. So make a field trip and go to the mystical place and look around and see what catches your eye. Now, some people are very much into herbology, so you can go to the herb department and get some dried herbs. Some people are into like smudging incenses and things. You could look at that. Some people are like into gems and crystals and rocks. Some people are into just go in and see what they've got. Some people like things like teas. Now, if you go into Your supermarket, can you buy teas that might work for? Of course. You have to just go with what you're given. Like you don't have to go to, you know, Hogwarts school for witchcraft or something in order to become a witch. Use what you've got, and like if you go into your corner store and they've got bubble gum and you think, well, I want bubble gum, then, buy Black Cat bubble gum. It's all there for you to enjoy. I'm Bob Witch, and don't forget, if you need some help, then let me know.